Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the next topic of big data analytics, that is the SQL versus NoSQL, or we can say the RDBMS, Relational Database Management, and the latest version, that is a non-relational database management, that is RDBMS versus NRDBMS. NoSQL is also termed as not only SQL or not at all SQL, that is structured and unstructured difference. We will start with the presentation first. Let me share the screen with you. First, we will go through these are the syllabus points that we are currently undergoing, seeing the second chapter, emerging database landscapes. We have seen the scale out and scale up architecture. Now we are discussing RDBMS versus non-relational database. Now we will start with the actual presentation. I hope I am audible and PPT is visible to all of you. Now this is something with respect to the RDBMS and non-relational database management. As we have seen that the big data analytics is majorly used for the purpose of semi-structured and unstructured data analysis, wherein there is no that way use of relational database management. That is very structured one. We are using the SQL for that purpose. SQL itself means the structured query language, whereas NoSQL means not only SQL, not only structured. We can utilize semi-structured or unstructured database language also. We'll move further. First, we will see what do we mean by the relational database. As all of us knows that what do we mean by the relational database. That from 1970 onwards, as proposed by EF code, we are using that code's norm for the database normalization. A relational database is a digital database based on relational model of data. There are we are following the number of integrity checks. That's a primary key. In the foreign key, referential integrity, data integrity, number of normal forms are there, and that all are meant are as a relational database management system. We are firing the queries on them to get the required outcome or to get the required data out of the DBMS. Whereas the non-relational databases are nothing but whereas the non-relation databases are nothing but the database that does not use the tabular schema of rows and column. As like in the structured query language, there is no row and column, and it's not using rows and column found in most the traditional database system. Instead, they are using a storage model that is optimized for the specific requirement of the type of data being stored. We are going to see the number of types of four types of non-relational databases or NoSQLs in the next session. That we what do we mean by the key value database? Then what do we mean by the document store database, graph store database, and the column store database. That is the meaning of non-relational database. It's the unstructured database that we're speaking. And there is no such schema of rows and columns as like in the traditional database system. Next one. Okay. Now this is the relational versus document data model. Means when we are saying the any relational data model as shown in the diagram, it's a highly structured. We can see the number of rows, columns over there, and columns and rows are having the particularly uh, columns and rows are having the particular integrity checks on them. Like any particular row or column can be column means a field, and That field can be a primary key for that particular table or the foreign key for that particular table. And that way, it's a very structured model in the RDBMS, whereas in the document data model means particularly in a non-relational database model, it's a document one. Means it's just a, though it's a blurred one, it's just a collection of control document, okay, with arbitrary noted data sources and secondary format. It's just a collection of document, and that document type depends on the what type of data you wish to store. That might be any graph, that might be any particular key value, that might be any particular document, and that's why it's a non-relational database model. We'll move further. Mark your attendance. Yes, this is the one more representation of relational versus non-relational database. Relational database, we will see for a relational database table organizes a structured data fields into a defined column. Means whatever the structured data fields are there, they are defined in a particular column, and that way it's a structured one. Whereas in a non-relational database does not incorporate the table model. Instead, data can be stored in a single document file. As like in a document, the data is stored and later on it is accessed for the analytics purpose. We will see what types of non-relational databases are there and how to access that non-relational databases. Now these are the types of non-relational databases. We are going to discuss these in detail in the next session, but just for the sake of today's session, it's five types of data non-relational databases are there. The key value is the first, then the document, then the graph non-relational NRDBMS, then in-memory NRDBMS, and the search NRDBMS. NRDBMS means non-relational database management system. Okay. These are the key value means depending on as like in our traditional DBMS, we are following the key value. Key value means a particularly primary key or data integrity parameter we are checking. That's a key value, and depending on that key value, we can store the number of relational databases. That's a number of non-relational databases. Sorry, and that's a way of type of key value. Then document means we are just storing the number of document, a bunch of document, a volume of documents are being stored under a one particular NRDBMS. That's a NRDBMS in a document format. Then the graph, wherein the graph type is representing the data itself, and number of such graphs means it's not actually the graph, but the track of that graph are stored in a NRDBMS. Then in memory means again a columnar format, and depending on all this we can search as per the requirement of that analytics format. I request all of you to please be on time so that we can start on time. Mark your attendance. Now these are the comparison between the relational database versus the non-relational database. Relational database, as all of us know, that's RDBMS is proposed by E.F. Gord in 1970 onwards, and we are using that. Number of normal forms are there, like the first NF, second NF, third, then the BCNF. They using that normalized format, we are establishing the relations between the database, and that all system is known as a relational database. There are number of integrity checks like the data integrity in terms of primary key, then the referential integrity in terms of foreign key we are checking, and these are the some parameters on which the relational database system management works. Whereas on the in a non-relational database management system, the types of database that provides a mechanism for me, what do we mean by the NRDBMS? It's a type of database that provides a mechanism for storing and retrieving the data that is modeled in a way other than the tabular relations used in RDBMS. Means it's not in a tabular relation format. It can be in any other format other than the tabular relation, and that's why it is called as a NRDBMS, and which provides a mechanism for storing and retrieving data. Means what we wish to have in a DBMS, a traditional database, the same one, that's the storage and retrieval of data, and same we can achieve in the NRDBMS also. Relational databases is also called as a SQL database, whereas NRDBMS is also called as a NoSQL databases. NoSQL means not only SQL. NoSQL means NO stands for not only SQL databases, means we can store not only structured data but the semi-structured or unstructured data can also be stored by using the NRDBMS. In the RDBMS, tables are joined together. Table can be joined together by using the referential integrity parameter, that's a foreign key. We can join together two tables like a master and transaction tables. We can join together by the foreign key integrity or referential integrity. Whereas in a NRDBMS, NoSQL, there is no concept of joint. Remember, there is no concept of joint, means every database or every data is an individualistic one or the separate one. To retrieve a particular data in a RDBMS, we use the SQL language, whereas we don't use the SQL language in a NRDBMS. The separate language like Hadoop or more other latest languages which are used for the big data analytics. In RDBMS, it cannot be categorized further, means once we achieve a particular normal form, as we have seen the RDBMS in our previous syllabus and parts also MC 1 and 2 at the UG undergraduate also, that it cannot be categorized further. Means suppose we have normalized a particular table of employee, then employee table can be normalized up to a particular group, like a group of roll number plus, employee number plus name, then department plus name, department ID plus name, but we cannot categorize further till the ideal format. That's the meaning of limitation of RDBMS, that we cannot categorize further to a particular limit of normal form, whereas in RDBMS types include the key value, document, column, and graph, as we have seen the previous diagram. These are the types of NRDBMS. We are going to see this in detail, that how this limitation is overcome, this limitation of not able to further categorization of RDBMS is overcome in a NoSQL or NRDBMS. The RDBMS helps to achieve the complex querying, provide flexibility and helps to analyze the data, whereas NRDBMS works well with the large amount of data, that's a big data analytics, reduce the latency and improve the throughput. Latency means a time required or efforts required might be to retrieve a particular data, and that can be reduced by using NRDBMS, and that's way we can improve the throughput. Throughput means the outcome required. How we can get the what kind of outcome is there, that is a throughput. And that's how by reducing the latency we can improve the throughput in particularly the NRDBMS or NoSQL. The examples of RDBMS traditional are MySQL is there, SQLite is there, PostgreSQL is there, which is being used heavily on the Linux platform, whereas on the non-relational database the best examples are the Cassandra. Yes, you wish to say something, Rajashree?
हॅलो, हा सर, ते रिड्यूस लेटेन्सी सांगता का परत एकदा? नाही समजलं.
Okay. Latency means when we are firing a particular query in a traditional database management system, there is some log time behind it to get the required outcome. Okay, that is the latency time. Latency can be in terms of the time, particularly time required to get the required outcome, that is a throughput. Throughput means the outcome required, or the efforts required to get the required output, that we can have the latency. Latency ही दोन प्रकारे आपल्याला मेजर करता येते, की कोणत्याही आपल्याला जे आउटकम पाहिजे ते मिळवण्याकरता जो आपला वेळ जाऊ शकतो किंवा जे आपले एफर्ट्स जाऊ शकतात, that are the latency time or latency efforts. And in a traditional database management RDBMS system, there is a latency time. जेव्हा आपण कोणती query fire करतो, though the academics level it cannot be analyzed more precisely, but when we are dealing with the big data, then obviously the latency time will be more. आपण बिग डेटा अनालिटिक्सच्या पहिल्या एक दोन प्रेझेंटेशन सेशन मध्ये आपण एक त्याच्या एक कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक्स अनालाइज केलेली आपण डिस्कस केलेली की बिग डेटा मध्ये लॅटन्सी ही मिनिमाइज केलेली असते. लॅटन्सी मीन्स जे आता आपण डिस्कस करतो आहोत की त्याच्यामध्ये लागणारा वेळ किंवा त्याच्यामध्ये लागणारे एफर्ट्स टू गेट द थ्रूपुट ते रिड्यूस केलेले असतात. आणि सेम थिंग इज ट्रू विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द नॉन रिलेशनल डेटाबेसेस और NoSQL, wherein we can work well with the large amount of data. Large amount of data, it's again a big data analytics to reduce the latency. त्याच्यामुळे आपली latency reduce कशी होणार आहे ते आपण पर्टिक्युलरली त्या टाइप्स मध्ये जे आपण हे वरती 4 टाइप्स आहेत हे आपण परवाच्या सेशन मध्ये आपण ते डिटेल मध्ये पाहणार आहोत एक एक टाइप. त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला लक्षात येईल की त्याच्यामध्ये आपली latency किंवा आपले एफर्ट्स रिड्यूस कसे होऊ शकतात. अँड दॅट्स वे इम्प्रूव्ह द थ्रूपुट. आता जेव्हा आपण इम्प्रूव्ह द थ्रूपुट म्हणतो त्याच्यावर दोन प्रकारे थ्रूपुट इम्प्रूव्ह होऊ शकतं. The very first parameter is to reduce the time, latency time, and second, to reduce the latency efforts. That might be the number of queries or number of parameters involved to get the required throughput. That's why we can reduce on that, and that is the basic meaning of reducing latency. I think I am trying to be very much clear in that particular concept. जर का याच्यातली काही क्वेरीज असतील तर आपण पुढे जसे सरकू त्या निश्चित लक्षात येतील. नॉन रिलेशनल डेटाबेस मधले जर का एक्झाम्पल्स आपण पाहिले, Cassandra is the one, HBase, then the MongoDB, which for me you might have heard this name many times, and which is a famous one in the big data analytics, and Neo4. That's a graphical graph type or graph database is there, Neo4. Whereas in traditional RDBMS, there is a MySQL, SQLite like Oracle or PostgreSQL, which is on the Linux. We'll move further. Okay, these are the aspects. Second column stands, it's being hidden in that particular second column stands for the SQL, and the third column stands for the NoSQL. Okay, the data storage SQL, it's stored in column and row format, whereas the rows contain all the information about the one specific entry and entity, and the column contains a varied data point. That's a parameter field, we can say. Whereas data storage in the NoSQL, third column, that encompasses varied host of databases. Each database has a different data storage model. As we have seen, it's an unstructured one. Big data analytics is an unstructured one. And important ones are the document, graph, key value, and columnar. These are the types of big data and types of NoSQL databases we are going to see in detail. Schemas and flexibilities related. Schema in SQL or DBMS, RDBMS, it's a rigid one. Schema is a rigid one. आपण हे पाहिलेलं की suppose you have installed or you have implemented a particular database, and after implementation we wish to increase or we wish to decrease the number of columns, that's the number of fields, then we cannot. Okay, means it's just schema is a rigid one. We cannot have the flexible schema or dynamic schema in particularly the RDBMS, whereas in RDBMS it's a dynamic in a nature. Schema is dynamic in a nature. In DBMS, each column must be decided before the data entry, and every row should have data for every column. That's a cross-checking. Let's say if suppose any particular field is a primary key, then it should be a unique one. If not null is there, then that data field should have any particularly data. Though null is there, then it should have a null at least. That's the meaning that every row should have data for the every column, and each column must be decided before the data entry. Just what we discussed. If suppose we wish to have any particular column added, means the field added, or a particular column or field deleted after the implementation, then it's not possible. Whereas in non-SQL or NoSQL or NRDBMS, information can be added anytime the rows and columns can be empty. Means for any particular instance or entity, you might not have any data. That's possibility. Means though it's a, suppose the unique, then also you cannot have any data. It's a possibility, and we can do that by using the various types of NoSQLs. The entire database needs to be changed in a case in a DBMS if the case anything needs to be appended. Okay, means अगर आपको कोई append करना है, कोई field वगैरह update करना है, then entire database need to be changed. That is one of the limitation of RDBMS. Scalability and cost. Vertical scaling is possible in a RDBMS. More data required, the bigger servers, which increases the cost. जितना data store करेंगे, obviously it will increase on the server requirement, and ultimately then it will increase on the cost. And it is very then difficult and time consuming to scale the database. अगर आपको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, we are discussing all this parameter with respect to the big data analytics. That's why we have to see in that volume. Okay, and with respect to the big data, then it will be difficult and time consuming to scale the database in using the SQL or RDBMS. Whereas in a NRDBMS, horizontal scaling is possible. जैसे हमने पहले एक दो सेशन में देखा है कि how to scale up and scale out. In the last session we have discussed only that multiple servers for the easy manageability and cost efficiency. Means multiple servers means you can store the data in decentralized way. That's a cloud technology. You can use the virtualization technique to store the data, and using that virtualization technique, you can easily manage the data, and you can achieve the cost efficiency by using the NoSQL mechanism. That's a NRDBMS. Last one, that is a ACID compliancy. ACID, that's a test which has to be passed by the every data in a SQL or DBMS format. That's atomicity should be there, then consistency should be there, then isolation should be there, and durability should be there. That is the ACID test. That's a vast variety of in a relational database. Databases are ACID compliant. Means if only they are complying with the ACID parameter, these are the 4 parameters, then only they are termed as a RDBMS. Whereas in a NRDBMS, it varies between the technology, but many NoSQL solutions sacrifices the ACID. Means NoSQL solution, there might not be ACID compliance. Okay, they are not complying with the ACID property, that's atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. There might be in other compliance like a BAAC, base. We are going to see that in the next. That what is the ACID versus base? Means in the NRDBMS, that varies. ACID compliancy can vary, or it may not be there. Next one. This word MapReduce is coming again and again in our discussion. We are going to see that in the next session. जैसे मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया था that in the upcoming session there will be the discussion or analysis of MapReduce algorithm. Now the analytics, if you are using the with respect to the analytics point of view, relational database, we can have the Amazon Redshift or IBM Netezza or HP Vertica. Whereas in the Hadoop storage, that is a proprietary storage we are talking about, then SQL on Hadoop. Hadoop is the one kind of storage or SQL which is being used in the big data analysis. That is a Florida, Impala, HI, and Presto. And in non-relational, we can use the MapReduce. Then proprietary storage with respect to the operational analytics, operational data, we can say operational data. Traditional SQL, we can use the Oracle, DB2, that is database 2, SQL Server, and MySQL. These are the proprietary storage. Whereas in the NeoSQL, we can use the user-sharded MySQL, NeoDB, Clustrix, that is on disk. Then VoltDB is also there, Mail SQL, that is in memory. Then Splice Machine, which is on Hadoop. And in NoSQL, that's a non-relational, we can use. These are the 4 types we are going to discuss, 4 types of mechanism of NoSQL. Key value, For example, the example of our application key, the application software which are using the key value algorithms are Aerospite and Risa. Column family, that's a Cassandra. Then the document, NoSQL, which is being used by the MongoDB. Then graph NoSQL, which is being used by the Neo4j and Infinite Graph. These are the examples. Whatever given in the orange, these are the example, and the blue, these are the algorithm types or algorithm mechanism. Column family is the fifth one, that is the HBase, is the example. Okay, this is something for the today's session. In the tomorrow or next session of big data analytics, we are going to see these all in detail: key value, column family, and document and graph. There, sure shot, there is a one question on non-relational. What do we mean by the non-relational database management system? And explain the various types of non-relational database management system. And that's how we are we have to answer that. Depending on that particular thing, you are going to have your exam. Means this particular second chapter, this NRDBMS types of NRDBMS are very much useful and important to study. Okay, this is something for the today's session. Let me stop the share. At the next session, we are going to continue with the types of non-relational databases and their importance and wherein for which type is useful for the which type of data analytics. That will be our next session, that is on the day after tomorrow. We are going to meet again for the big data analytics. Thank you. Thank you very much.